Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Saturday mid-morning opportunity business call, information sharing. My name is Michael Newsome, or Coach Mike, or Diamond Mike. I am a excited and proud distributor with the Econo Company, as well as being a health and wellness coach. So today we're going to talk about some information. We're going to talk about self-care is the new healthcare. Our company is dedicated to uh, health and wellness, and we are making major impacts. And we want to take the opportunity to have this meeting just to share some information with you. If you're a guest today, we welcome you to this information. Uh, and if you're one of our business partners, we also welcome you because this is all about what you do and the work that you put in. So if you're a guest, thank the person who invited you to here today. It took them some time, some effort to extend the invitation to be able to share this very important information with you. The name of our company is Econo. The company behind this health and wellness movement that we're all a part of is named Econo. And the meaning, the definition of Econo is in the hands of God. So what better place to start and what a better place to be than in the hands of God? So the company was launched in April of 2019 with a line of CBD products and essential oils. And in 2020, the company expanded to include a line of weight and wellness management products. And then in 2021, there was a shift. We introduced the Flat Belly Lifestyle, our flagship product line, and we now have more than 27,000 customers. And actually, this slide is a little bit outdated, and the number is actually closer to over 31,000 customers throughout the company. And our company is very community-minded and reinvest 1% of all our gross profits to underserved communities. And we pride ourselves in providing 5-star customer support. So as a company, our mission is to promote health, wealth, freedom, and legacy. We feel that those things are our birthright. And by offering the most life-changing products, we offer an innovative business that empowers people to elevate to their fullest potential. And our company vision is to elevate your well-being, body, and soul. So today we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about issues in healthcare. We're going to talk about solutions, and we're going to talk some areas of business and wealth development. So we're going to touch on a couple of areas. So, why are we here? Why is wellness so important? Listen to the statistic. We have given birth to the first generation of children who are predicted to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. By 2030, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer for people of 20 to 49 years age. So we're talking about people in the prime of their life being cut down by these preventable diseases. Why? Because of lack of information, lack of education. And that's what we do in our company. We educate people, we show people that there's another way, and we have a product line that is phenomenal. We'll show you some of those things as we go through. But let's continue to set the stage on why the service that we provide to people, the education, the information, and the products and the systems that we provide to them are so important. So all those things I just said are help managed and put together by our medical advisory board. We have a diverse group of people who support us and who help make sure that we're on the cutting edge of wellness and technology. So as we continue to set the stage, listen to this video. Great information right here.
2/3 of people now overweight or obese, and we have an epidemic cascade of debilitating disease that's overcoming the country. There's no sustained style of care. The epidemic created with our diagnostic choices, the diabetes, the arthritis, the heart disease, the dementia, these cancers are affecting 70% of the eliminated as the most 70% of the deaths. Um, like,
It's the food. It's the food. There's so much to impact in that short video. You know, he said diet and lifestyle choices are the main reasons why 70% of the diseases that we have that are preventable. 70% are preventable. So the mission that we're on is to address these issues. And diet and lifestyle are things that are in your control. But a lot of times, we just don't know. And as health coaches and as reps of this company, we are excited to be able to go out there and share this information. So, when you're talking about the food, what happens with the food? What does it do? All we have to do is look around and see it. We see that it manifests itself in chronic diseases. And those chronic diseases impact us at the mitochondrial level, which is the cellular level. The basic building blocks of our body is where sickness and disease generates from as a result of the environment and the decisions that we're making. And what does that do? It causes chronic inflammation in our body. Most of the time you hear people complaining about, being in pain, because their bodies are inflamed, their joints are achy, and again, because of things that we talk about in our system, eating to your blood type. Sometimes we're eating foods that really are causing these issues because we're eating against our blood type. And those are some of the things that we teach and coach on is how to eat to your blood type so that the foods that you're eating will be more consistent with what your body is used to or wants to have, and everything's working in harmony. Then you look at what's going on with visceral fat. As you know, the diet that we consume is so high in fat, you can see that to surround your internal organs, which where you see a lot of people with distended stomachs and big bellies because the body can't process out the food that we're eating, and we're consuming way too much animal protein. So, what are the consequences of our diet and lifestyle choices? And they said it. Some of these they manifest themselves in primary cardiovascular disease, which in year 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from heart disease in the United States. And the sad part of it is they didn't know it because 20 out of those 700,000 people, 25% of them, that heart attack was their first and only symptom and they died. So that is something that, is really, really a telling statistic that in this day and age, that many people are passing away from cardiovascular, which is what we're consuming, what we're eating. So as you can see on the far left, you can see what a healthy artery looks like. You should have clear blood flow, but over time you start seeing a buildup of plaque. And then the third stage is where you see a blocked artery, which causes a heart attack. So these are the things that happen over time because of our diet and lifestyle choices. So I just mentioned it a little bit earlier. Part of what we teach, part of what we show people how to do is learn how to eat to your blood type. It just starts with a very simple piece of information. Probably about 8 out of 10 people I talk to about the blood type and ask them they know they don't know. And then when I share my story about what happened, is very consistent. I didn't know my blood type. I lost my blood donor card, and I said, "Well, let me go to my doctor and say, ask him what it was." And after asking the question, and after the nurse huffing and puffing for a while and going through my file, which was about yay thick, the information wasn't in there. And they said, well, it's not in your file. We don't really use that information, and we'll charge you, X amount of dollars to get it done. So I was like, oh, thank you, but I've got another way to get it done. So at that time, I was just learning how to be a coach. So I getting a blood kit from our own system, and figured out that I was a blood type O. Did you know that your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, or geography? It's really a genetic blueprint, and it's a guide on how you can live most healthfully. There's a whole science and philosophy to eating to your blood type. There are books, there's all kind of data out there that supports that certain foods based on your blood types is good for you or not so good for you. Let's listen to Dr. Prince.
Mike, your volume is not up.
I'm not hearing.
Has to be triggering our immune
Is
system.
that better?
It's still not clear.
I'm sorry about that. Did you hear the first video?
It was very low. You could hear some of the words, but I was on my call, so I couldn't respond. And then the
Okay.
second one was you couldn't hear any of the volume.
I apologize for the technical difficulties.
Okay,
And we will keep moving forward.
there you
So,
go.
so what we talked about earlier in terms of what services do we provide to our clients when we talk to them about health and wellness. We show them how to identify what their blood type is. We show them what foods are neutral and beneficial, which foods are good and not so good for them. Then we also show them what kind of foods to avoid. If you're blood type A, you are basically considered in from your roots are in the agrarian culture and agrarian society, and you do better on a heavily plant-based diet. If you're B, that's more of a balanced blood type. But one of the things that's not necessarily beneficial for a blood type B is chicken. And there are a lot of Bs out here eating a lot of chicken, and they don't understand that's part of what their health issues are because the body is attacking that food. Instead of recognizing it as something that's good and helpful, it's recognizing it as an enemy, and it's keeping your body inflamed because your immune system is being triggered. A blood type O is the oldest blood type, and I happen to be a blood type O, and catfish and white wine aren't good for blood type O's or avocados. And blood type AB is a combination of the A and B blood type. So how would you like to know how well you're functioning in every cell in your body before it becomes critical? And what separates us out from other wellness companies is we have technology. We have the bioscan technology. It's a technology that's been around since the 80s, but it's not widely used, but it does a very uh, accurate job of making assessments. It does digital health assessments of various systems in your body, cardiovascular, cardiocerebral, lungs, kidney, um, men's prostate, pH level, vitamins, and it's 85 to 95% accurate. And we have health coaches that are certified to go out there and do these assessments and give you data. So we don't just recommend a product line because of we say it works, but we also we make recommendations based on data. So when the coaches sit down with you and have these conversations, they're not just you know, uh, giving you a hypothetical example. They're showing you data that applies to you so that together you can make informed choices. Here's Dr. Prince again. Hopefully the volume will work.
and field runner. Age of 40 and 50, I was able to compete at the college level based upon cleansing and detoxifying my body with these products, which allowed me to reverse my age biologically, achieve my athletic goals, to restore my health. So this is your report. We want to discuss the power of the progression of the disease. We're going to talk about the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular report card, which is your heart and your brain. It starts out that over 600,000 people perish each year from heart disease. What if we knew it was coming and had the ability to reverse? We call it arterial sclerosis, which is a hardening of the arteries. This is a problem in our system because we start off with clean and clear, blood flows from the arteries. In time, we start to build up plaque inside of our blood, as we call this normal to mild abnormality. And we go from mild to moderate abnormality. We have even more plaque building up the side of our blood vessels to the point where it becomes close to fully blocked. And this is severe abnormality. If this process continues on from normal to mild to moderate to severe, then we are basically looking at a heart attack at some point.
Like had a little problem with the video. Hold on 1 second. There we go.
How did they block? This blood was flowing through. It reached a point where the pressure on the veins began to expand, and we see this as vascular resistance on our brain scan. Once this happens, it causes so much pressure on the lungs that it explodes, causing an aneurysm. When this happens, we have bigger problems to deal with. Let's take a look at some of our testimonies. These are people who actually utilize the products that are towards achieving their health goals. It's obesity, diabetes, and blood pressure. We don't be able to access the ability to reverse these conditions, restore health, and achieve our ideal.
We'll go back to Sharon. Hold on 1 second. This is what he showed a little bit of this in the video. This is what is an analysis card for someone's liver. This is the data that is produced out of the bioscan. You can see that it's color coded. It's green is normal, blue is mildly abnormal, yellow is moderately abnormal, and red is severe. So, you want to stay in the green and you want to stay out of the red. And what we do is we go over these reports with you and we show you where you need to be able to make adjustments to your diet. So the data is really important and we have it accessible through our system. So again, why wait for the crisis? We have the data, we have the information, we have the technology, so we can have these conversations, in advance of anything happening. Because again, going back to that first video, 70% of the issues that we encounter are preventable. So, the bioscan is usually the first step. Anytime I have a conversation with a client, the first step is the bioscan, and they're very receptive, and technology is amazing. So, are you living your best life? Are you in the green? Are you in the blue? Are you in the yellow? Are you in the red? And, we can help you with this information by working with our team and the person who invited you here. So, the problem in the United States is something that we're very familiar with. This is something that you already know, that in the US, we are consuming too much animal protein. We're eating too much processed food that's filled with salt and sugar, and we don't get enough exercise. Our CEO, a brilliant woman who's currently writing a book, she coined the term chewicide. We are digging our graves with our fork. So, too much animal protein impairs our kidneys, our organs, and our cells, and it's contributing to what we were talking about earlier: faster aging, cancer, heart disease, and obesity. So Dr. Oz, he says, our genetics load the gun, but our lifestyles pull the trigger. Again, 70% of some of the illnesses that we see today are preventable, and they're choices within our diet and lifestyle. So take a look at this video. Colon waste is in the bloodstream, circulating 9 times a minute. That is amazing. So, you ask the question, what do we need to do? The answer is we need to detoxify our body. The next image I'm going to show you is a little graphic, so I'm just giving you a little bit of a heads up. So the problem in the United States, again, you showed it on that slide with the visceral fat. You just talked about it. The obesity being sent around the midsection, that's where the colon is. That's where the waste accumulates. And they say most people walk around with 2 to 3 to 4 undigested meals in their colon at any given time. So this is an image of a colon that was removed from someone doing a post-mortem. So that's what a compacted colon looks like. And when they opened up the compacted colon, of course, what was inside? Waste. And that person was carrying that around in their body for an extended period of time. So we don't want to do that. We don't want our loved ones walking around like that. We don't want the people that we care about, being not eating to their blood type and dealing with issues that are preventable. So we've just taken a look at the issue. We know that there's a problem in the U.S. There's a problem with the standard American diet. We know that we're committing suicides with our knife and fork. We're eating too much animal protein. So what do? We want to elevate. We want to elevate our level of sickness with information and with data. Our goal is to help create more blue zones across the world. The concept of blue zones is that they've done studies and that these are the 6 areas in the world where people live to be older. Some of them pass 100 and they eat less meat and they live longer for an average. There's a whole series of things that they do that are commonalities between these communities, and we understand what they are, and we're trying to spread that message and helping our communities start to exhibit some of these areas. Take a look at this video.
As a people, food diet actually achieve long-term results. We believe you're ready to live your best possible life. Getting off the diet roller coaster, eating according to your blood type can make significant changes in your health. 2/3 of adults in the US are overweight. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Even if you are at your ideal weight, against your blood type, puts you at risk for chronic illness and disease. These are devastating reports, and we can change them. It starts with one fundamental truth. One man's food could be another man's poison. It's time to drop in waste. The fat-friendly lifestyle is a revolutionary approach to living your best possible life. First, we tailor the program toward plant-based food and your specific blood type, and to promote a healthy gut. Against your blood type against inflammation, chronic illness, and obesity. Second, we recommend that you take a 15-minute biopsy so you can help you identify the discovery on the surface. Next, simply choose the right things for you. Climate support. We invite you to join the Climate Programs or Channel Success to inspire you and learn from our experts who support you along the way. Take the pledge today.
So we have a solution. We have a way forward. Yes, we just took a look at a lot of things that's going on in our society that we just have to look around and kind of see what's going on around us. We talked about fast food industry. There's McDonald's in every corner, but now what's popping up across the street from the McDonald's are dialysis centers. So, the evidence is all around us. And, we know that the quality of the food that we're getting is not the highest level. We know that there's people, thank God, who are teaching us how to grow our own foods, how to set up urban gardens, because we've got to take control of those things. So we know that there's a lot going on out here in the society that we as a company and we as distributors can go out there and address. So, what's exciting about what we do, we're not just out here trying to do things for money. We're doing it because we're really helping people. So as you can just see, based on what we just shared with you, the market is ripe for us, and they really need people like you and me to go out there and have these conversations. So we're talking about some of the results that people are getting as a result of the protocol that you just saw in that video. The young lady out of Texas, she decided to become a wellness coach because the results were so exciting. Dr. Prince, who you see in the middle, who's been in the videos multiple times today, age 55 now. Age 55, he's still running track and field every day against competitors in their teens and in their 20s, and he's winning. He's a testament to this lifestyle and to the product line, and he's also a advocate of age reversing. As you can see, at 55, he looks like he's aging backwards. He's our own Benjamin Button, and we have multiple examples of people like him in our company. And then we have Scott R. out of Goshen, Virginia, who in 21 days dropped 30 pounds and came off of multiple medications. And he says that this system literally saved his life. So, do you take time out for self-care? Look at Mary G. out of Chicago. She dropped 9 inches off of her waist. Look at these other examples. And these are not actors. These are real people who, after utilizing the protocols that we have in place for detoxification and the flat belly lifestyle, these are the results that we're achieving. Now, this is one of the most powerful testimonies that I've ever heard. Take a listen to this.
Able to lose 14 pounds, 6 inches. Let me tell you what I love. I dropped my cholesterol 50 pounds to stabilize. And my doctor and I have been fighting because she wanted to put me on a statin. I absolutely refused. And she told me I would never change my cholesterol low. Like I don't know. But you can know how excited when I have dropped it 50 points. I want to be optimally healthy until the day I just close my eyes. Hope you join us.
Was how we can also
It's a game changer. It's a game changer. You know, being able to have that information about eating to your blood type and what Phyllis was saying about getting off the medication. So many people that I talked to out here today, I'm sure you do too, you know, on multiple medications and not getting the results that they desire from the medication. So when they go back and say, Doc, I'm still experiencing, you know, high blood pressure or whatever it may be, their response is, here, take another pill, take a higher dose, take something stronger. And as we all know, those man-made medications have side effects, and those side effects, you know, happen in multiple areas. So we're advocating a more holistic approach. And in a minute, I'll go through some products that will show you in terms of what they do. You know, it's a more holistic approach to your health, and we know that the medications aren't really serving us well. So one of the things that we do with our whole holistic approach is that we have some products that have CBD in them, and it's been known that it's a naturally occurring compound, and it has more than 85 different cannabinoids, which is a technical term meaning that it's something that's good for you. Did you know that CBD products has documented powerful effects, and it's non-psychotropic. So that's part of the education process. Listen to this doctor, probably said a lot better than I can.
Endocannabinoid system, ECS, and the significance of how this will change medicine. We don't understand the significance of this discovery. And so when we found out that this is a chemical communication like a biovirus, it's not electrical, it's chemical, and it's kind of like the phone systems that people are familiar with. Well, that makes those cannabinoids that are contagious, so they're cannabinoids, and they perform some miraculous functions in the body. We're just learning the significance of these functions. And basically, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis. Most people don't understand what that really means, but it's the body's ability to maintain itself and function in the proper environment. So it's critically important that the doctors in the future understand this control mechanism. And we're finding out that the manipulation of this endocannabinoid system controls diabetes, it controls cancer, it controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. So this is critically important for doctors to understand this neuroscience. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives. The discovery and application surgical technique. I'm a heart surgeon saying that. So more people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
Wow. So you can see he's a firm believer. You know, so part of what we do, let me go back to CBD for a second. Pain relief, anxiety and depression. These are issues that CBD has been known to help resolve. Pain relief, anxiety and depression, anti-inflammatory issues, epilepsy and seizures, heart health, cancer-related symptoms, skin conditions, sleep disorders, addiction management. All these things are attributed to the positive effects of CBD. As you can see on your screen here, you know, there's a difference between the THC and the CBD. You call them the good twin and the bad twin. So the good twin is non-intoxicating. It stimulates receptors in the brain that regulate pain, anxiety, nausea, and more. And it also has that anti-inflammatory effect that I was talking about. And this is what the doctor was talking about in terms of the receptors in your body and that how the ECS system impacts all of that. And all of these are components of what we have in our system. So we talked about the problem. We talked about, you know, how certain things can impact it. Now, let me show you some information in terms of how it relates to Akana in terms of our product line, because our product line does address this. So we have, this is the core of our flat belly lifestyle detox system. We have 4 core products. One is the mucus and parasite remover. Number 2 is the replenisher, where it's composed of superfoods that will help restore your cells. Because the first one, you talked, the gentleman earlier talked about those other voices. Those are those parasites in your body that's calling for the salt, that's calling for the sugar. And this first product will help eliminate and remove them from your system. And the superfoods will help regenerate and strengthen your cells after they've been removed of the waste. And then we have a liquid colonic, which we like to kind of call a liquid plumber, which helps flush all of that out of your system. And after the cleanse, we actually have a way to help rebuild your body and have muscle support with our new protein product. So this is the core of our detox line. So we have a solution. And all of our products that we were talking about earlier being holistic, these are some of the products that are the ingredients that are in the product. And this is the core line. And again, we talk about the healing as a result of getting these toxins and waste out of your system. The results that we're getting, that I'm getting with my clients on the detox, without any change in exercise, they're losing 3 to 5 to 10 pounds on a consistent basis just by utilizing our products and changing their lifestyle for 1 week. And this is the other game changer that we've added to our world-class product line, is the aronia berry juice, which is the most powerful superfood on the earth. And it's a very tasty juice that helps increase your level of antioxidants. And antioxidants, again, helps heal your body at the cellular level. So when we're talking about the how they're ranked, they use what's called an ORAC score, and which is the oxygen radical absorption capacity. And the aronia berry has a very high ORAC score over the standard berries that you see on your screen there. We have a diverse product line. We have some that are THC, that have less than 0.3% delta THC, delta 9, delta 8 products, all within legal limits. We have products that are formulated herb blends and botanicals that help achieve that well-being that we've been discussing this morning. We have products that will stimulate your creativity, and we have a wide range of world-class beauty, health, and skin products, as well as a wellness dispensary where we have products that take you from the spectrum of being calm, relaxed, relief, creativity, and even enhanced passion. Our products are premium. We have 5-star customer service, and we have 5-star quality product line that are premium, vegan, lab tested, non-GMO, third-party tested, and organically grown. Super high quality. We have some products that are very specific to some things. This EndoCalix product is a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art product that really helps clarify your arteries and your veins. When you look at the video in terms of how it impacts the blood flow, it's really amazing. So that's a new product that we have in Akana, as well as a new protein builder product, which will help provide you that protein that you need. Your body needs protein, but the source of protein is very important. And we advocate more of a plant-based protein versus the animal-based protein, because your body can recognize it, can absorb it properly, and it can help you build muscle. And we've also entered in the field of infrared energy, the EES system that we've just completed in our Chicago home office. You can actually go online and book an appointment if you're in that Chicago area but we're experimenting and we're delving into cutting edge technology that will be expanding all over the country. And it's been proven that, energy at the cellular level, and when it's enhanced, helps improve your well-being with sound, with sound frequency and pure light. It's going to help enhance your whole body. So now we're going to shift from really the issues that we dealt with. We dealt with some of the solution. So it goes back to what does all this mean for me? How does this impact me? So you were invited to this presentation for a couple of reasons. One, because the person thought enough of you that this information might be of interest to you. But you may say, well, I want to hear it because I'm interested in health and wellness. I'm interested in the concept of what you're doing. I'm interested in the concept of health and how it connects to wealth. So we know that if we're not healthy, we have nothing. If we're not healthy, we have nothing. So that's our primary concern. But now there's also a business component attached to it. I'm not going to go deep into the business opportunity, but the person who invited you here would be glad to share the numbers with you to break it down, how you can be connected. I'm going to show you basically how you can get connected, but they're going to give you a little bit more detail. One, you could become a customer. You saw we have a diverse, wide range of products that you can use to deal with your health and wellness wherever you may be. And the person who invited you here, your coach, will be able to point you in the right direction of what would work best for you. You can also connect with us as being a brand ambassador, where we can get you connected at a level where you can have your own website, where you can refer customers to your website, where you can generate passive income and represent the brand at its highest level. And we can show you how to do that. And then there's another type of person, number three, who can see it in a more global perspective. The company's in the process of going international soon. We're all across the country. We haven't even tapped into the potential that we have and say, I want to be a part of that future growth. And we call that type of person a entrepreneur. And we teach you how to take it to the next level in terms of really creating a business for yourself that you can the way that the company's structured, you can pass it on as a legacy. So we show you how to start an online business, and we show you different ways to entree. You can get involved with us by becoming what's called, again, as a brand ambassador. You get a line of our products to get you started. We teach you, we probably say the best way to get started is to go through a 21-day or 7-day cleanse yourself. And at the brand ambassador level, you're able to do that. Then we take it up a notch and you can become, again, we talked about being a entrepreneur where you'll be able to, let me back up, where you'll be able to uh, elevate your business to a higher level. You can start developing a network of customers, and not only a network of customers, but you can also develop some business partners, and you guys can formulate a team and have a wider distribution base. We use a network marketing network marketing business model, which is a very beautiful home-based business model, which allows you to get started at nominal costs. When you really look at starting the business, we're not talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're talking about very nominal amounts of money to be able to go to with a full service website, a product line that's already in place, and a market that is tremendous. So we're showing you how to get started, at a very nominal start rate. So what's the advantages of being in business for yourself? Most of us know that you can create time freedom for yourself, residual income. We have bonuses available for you. The company has put incentive trips in place. And I mentioned earlier, if you build your business to some of the higher levels, you can actually will it for and create generational wealth for yourself. So I'm not going to go into details, but there are multiple ways where you can earn revenue and create money for yourself through this system that we have available. And again, one of the best things, you can participate in revenue pools by the success of the company. Everyone shares in the success of the company. As the company goes, we can all benefit from it. And they put in incentive trips and various bonuses for us as we continue to grow. And we teach and educate you on how to do this business. We don't just, the person that invited you here is going to be your doorway to the system. We have systems like this meeting on Saturday. We have this in place. We have meetings throughout the week. We have multiple ways that you can share this business concept, and we'll be able to teach and coach you on how to do that. We talked earlier about the market. We talked about, the healthcare industry, which is a $4 trillion market and growing. And the wellness, the health and wellness, the holistic health business is booming right now. People need to hear what you know. People need to know how to take care of themselves. People need to know how to get their bodies back in balance. People need to know how to detox. People need the bioscan. They need the data. They're going to the doctor, and the doctor is not giving them the information. We're not doctors, but we can share information in a way that people can understand it based on the data that's being presented. So you can take advantage of a growing market. Some of the smartest people in the world endorse our business model. Warren Buffett, he invests in these types of MLM companies, the direct marketing companies. Robert Kiyosaki, all he talks about is building networks. And that's what we advocate, building a healthcare network, a network within a network, a blue zone within a blue zone, so that we can get this message out. So again, we talked about what's required, no huge fees. We make it very reasonable to get started, and we make it reasonable, and we also make it worth your time and effort. So one of the things that you look at when you're looking at a company, you want to make sure that it's 18 months old, and because most companies fail within that time period. We've stood the test of time. We're over 5 years old, and we're still growing. And our company checks the box with the number of people. According to Harvard, company has this type of direct marketing company has less than 500,000 people. It's a great opportunity. We're right in that niche. We're right in that sweet spot where, according to this growth chart, we're getting ready to skyrocket from formulation to momentum. So we're talking about developing momentum. We're talking about a team concept. We're talking about a organization that has a strong corporate culture. We have technology. We have diverse product line. We have distribution in place. And all we need is to keep adding to the army. That's why we're here today, talking to you. The person who invited you here felt strongly enough about you to share this information, either from a product line perspective, to say, hey, this can have an impact on your health, or from a visionary entrepreneurial sense that we could take a company at the ground floor and help grow this company and help grow with the company, and we can all grow together and help spread a message of health, wealth in our community, as well as health and hope in our community. And through the process, we can create wealth. So I am going to stop sharing my screen and come back to you and say, welcome to the kind of family. Get back with the person who invited you here. Let them fill in the gaps. Let them clean up the things that I may not have been clear on. I apologize for some of the technical difficulties that we may have had, but the information speaks for itself. We're on a mission. The company has firmly established itself in the health and wellness market. We have quality products. We have culture. We have a high level of integrity, and we're just looking to partner with those same types of people. So with that being said, we're right at our noontime hour. I am going to stop the recording and